Hi, my name is Rachel Date, and I'm going to talk about 2 years of my life. When I was 9 years old, I left with my brother, father, and 2 additional crew members on a trip across the ocean. This is our vessel, sailing out Juno in Alden 44. It is easy to see that a greater self-reliance, a new respect for the divinity in man, must work our revolution in all the offices and relations of men. This is from Self-Reliance by Ralph Waldo Emerson. It was this trip that helped me understand its meaning. In the Atlantic Ocean, you can be more than 1,000 miles away from civilization. This means that if something goes wrong, you have no one but yourself and obviously your crew to rely on.
Northeasterlies, easterlies, pretty much blowing from the island directly at us. We were making 150 miles a day with some westerly winds. We're barely making 30 or 40 with easterlies, mainly because of the waves. As soon as the boat gets moving, we pound into a wave and everything stops. Thank goodness for monitor driving. It'd be miserable hand steering through this. But hopefully another day or two, the wind will shift and we'll get to where we want to go.
Here's another example.
250 miles from Flores. Motored all night, finally got some breeze this morning, not much. Only about 8 or 9 knots, but enough to fly the cruising chute. Great big sail, but very touchy. It's made of nylon, tears easily. So we have to have someone at the helm all the time when we're flying it. Fortunately, we have Rigel and Orion, both are steering. Rigel, how do you do it?
I don't know.
Well, what are you doing? What are you looking at, and what are you adjusting?
I'm looking at the compass, and if it goes below 60 degrees, I help the monitor and turn the wheel so that it gets to 70.
You could say that sailing has 2 parts to it, going to exotic places and fixing things. As fun as fixing things may seem, the exotic places are far more appealing. This brings me to another quote from Emerson. We owe to our first journey the discovery that place is nothing. We certainly traveled to a lot of places. That was, for the most part, the point of the trip. But for a lot of these places, we could have just, for example, flown there. It would have been far cheaper and a lot easier. The difference is the experience. The point is the journey, not the destination. When you travel normally nowadays, the journey will be a few plane flights, at the very most. You should also, like Emerson said, never expect to be changed by the places you visit. You will always be you. What I was changed by was the journey, and not the places I went. I don't have any photos of this, but I remember one night when every single star in the night sky was visible, including the Milky Way. There was no light or air pollution, so it looked like this. This definitely changed me. It showed me how mind-bogglingly huge the universe was. I don't know if I could have ever given it that much thought if I had never seen that. It didn't matter where we traveled. The fact that we traveled in such an amazing way was what made the difference. I hope this has made sense. It's difficult to put into words how amazing this experience was and its impact on my life. I just wanted to share a little bit of what I learned firsthand. I learned that life is about the journey, not the destination. And if you hold true to yourself in that journey, you'll... I can do quotes.